Hello everyone, this is Jblethel and welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to do a very unique type of video. We are going to be unboxing the ABBA 2001 Jon Astley CD Remaster albums. More about the history of how I fell in love with ABBA. It was in 2009 that I came across Mamma Mia the movie. At first when I heard the songs were very impressive and very catchy. My friend, who is up till this day a very close friend of mine, decided to play SingStar ABBA with me. Having seen ABBA in that video on SingStar, I decided I am officially the biggest fan of ABBA you can ever imagine. So today we're going to be unboxing the albums and reviewing them. I'll also be showing a lot about them. So let's get right into it. But before getting into it, I'd like to say that aside from looking at SingStar, I've been seeing a lot of YouTube reactions, such as Dereck Reacts, Modern Reinassance Man, and Jblethel TV. Those three YouTubers' links will be in the description below. They are great YouTubers who have reacted to great music. So without any further ado today, let's get to it. First album, ABBA Ring Ring. Just let me go to the side. So this album, quite frankly, was not even released as an ABBA album. They didn't have the group name. It was released as Agneta and Frida, Bjorn and Benny. It was their first album in 1973 for the Eurovision Song Contest. Unfortunately, they did not go through for the first time they tried. So let's unbox and see what's good inside it. With great mission, this opened. Here we are, finally. As you can see, this is the CD. This is the whole setup. And as you can see, there's a small little booklet that comes along with it. As you can see, these are some of the things from the booklet. I cannot really show all of it, but these are some of the pictures from the booklet. It's in fact quite a lyric booklet actually. But yes, this is Ring Ring, and as you can see there is the CD, the 2001 remasters. So this is ABBA Ring Ring. Okay, moving on to our next album, Waterloo. Moving on to our next album, Waterloo. This was released as an ABBA album, as in late 1973, the manager Stig Andersson had finally put all four names, Agneta Falskog, Bjorn Ulvaeus, Benny Andersson, and Annie Fridlingstad, put all the names together and made the name ABBA. And so by the time this album was released, they had their group name through their manager Stig Andersson. The title track, instant classic. This title track, Waterloo, paved the way for ABBA's career in the music industry and opened up a lot of doors for them. The single was and is up till this date one of the best-selling singles worldwide, selling about close to 6 million copies worldwide. So without further ado delay, let's open this. Okay, quite impressive. As you can see, here we are. This is the CD, this is how it looks. And let's look at the booklet. It's not only a history booklet about the album, but of course, as again, it's a lyric booklet and tells everything about the album. As you can see, here we are. And these are the four members of ABBA after the Eurovision Song Contest. And these are just some of the lyrics of the album. And this is ABBA Waterloo. And as you can see, this is the CD. And obviously this. You can see. And the tracks include Waterloo, Sitting in the Palm Tree, King Kong Song, Hasta Manana, My Mama Said, Dance While the Music Still Goes On, Honey Honey, Watch Out, What About Livingstone, Gonna Sing You My Love Song, Susie Hang Around, and the bonus track include Ring Ring, the US remix 1974, Waterloo in Swedish, Honey Honey, and yeah, that's about it. ABBA Waterloo. This was when they hit it, when those hits really started coming in. My favorite tracks from here, I would say, are Waterloo, Dance While the Music Still Goes On, Gonna Sing You My Love Song, the remix version of Ring Ring, Hasta Manana, and that's about it. And obviously Honey Honey. Okay, 1975. ABBA's breakthrough is starting to get bigger. Self-titled album, ABBA. And the three big hits from this album is Mamma Mia, I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, and Mamma Mia, I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, and obviously SOS. Without any further delay, let's open this. And as you can see this here. Perfect. And voila. And let's just open the booklet. I'm sure this is yet again another booklet of lyrics for ABBA. As you can see right here, who's here? Agneta, Bjorn, Benny, and Frida. And this cover symbolizes the fact that they just have now paved their career for the music industry, and that the world at that time in 1975 went ABBA Gaga. And as usual, it's a history booklet, the album, and obviously the credits. And as you can see, some of the stuff from here. Not necessarily open every single page, but we'll try something. So that's about it. ABBA. And without further delay, let's get into the side track. Mamma Mia, favorite song. Hey 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 Helen, Tropical, Loveland, SOS, favorite. Man in the Middle, Bang a Boomerang, love that song. I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, favorite song. Rock Me, Intermezzo #1, I've Been Waiting for You, beautiful song. So Long. And the bonus tracks include Crazy World and a medley which is Pick a Bale of Cotton on top of Old Smoky and Midnight Special. Good album. Really, really love album. They're my favorites. Okay, now comes where ABBA's superstardom had now been gone across the world. Very, very big artists by the time this album arrived, ABBA Arrival. Everybody all around the world was just ABBA Gaga. The main hits in this album include Dancing Queen, Knowing Me, Knowing You, and Fernando, which was initially part of another album called Greatest Hits Volume 2, but then ABBA released it as a bonus track for Arrival. So let's open. ABBA Arrival. And as you can see, this here, along with this. and you can see a very big booklet once again. And once again, these are pictures from ABBA. Pictures of ABBA, as you can see. So these are one of the interesting pictures, as you can see. Some of the nice pictures of ABBA. It's a lyric booklet as usual, and it also tells the history of ABBA, of this album, Arrival. Really good album. This album sold almost 6 million copies worldwide after its release, and is one of the best-selling albums of ABBA's career, and the biggest hits of ABBA's career. Tracks are When I Kissed the Teacher, Dancing Queen, love the song, even When I Kissed the Teacher, I love it. My Love, My Life, Agnieszka's voice is too pure in the song. Dum Dum Diddle, Knowing Me, Knowing You, love it. Money, 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 brilliant. That's Me, pretty good Rockies type of song, a little bit for me. Why Did It Have to Be Me, brilliant. Tiger, favorite. Arrival, bonus tracks include Fernando, brilliant hit, and Happy Hawaii. Almost every single song from this album is just an instant classic. Fernando, When I Kissed the Teacher, Dancing Queen. Fernando is ABBA's best-selling single, selling 10 million copies worldwide. ABBA, Arrival. Now it's time to go to the album which would have been the world's best-selling album, studio album for ABBA worldwide. ABBA, the album. And as you can see, brilliant. Thankfully I can open these ones so easily. Unfortunately the others didn't have a seal like this one. And in this album the soundtracks include Eagle, Take a Chance on Me, One Man, One Woman, The Name of the Game, Move On, Hole in Your Soul. And there are 3 tracks which are supposed to be part of a mini musical, which Bjorn and Benny were planning, but unfortunately it didn't materialize. Thank You for the Music, I Wonder Departure, and I'm a Marionette. The bonus track is Thank You for the Music, a Doris Day version. I'm going to show more about this version. Shortly after the release of this album in 1977, Western music was greatly discouraged in Western Europe at the time due to the Cold War. Only 200,000 copies could be sold of this album in the USSR. However, indication shows this album could have sold a whopping 40 million copies. In Poland, an excessive 1 million copies of this album were sold. This would have been ABBA's first best-selling studio album worldwide. But however, due to the great demand of the album was unfortunately suppressed, and only a limited amount of copies of the album could have been sold. And let's look at the booklet. And as you can see, this was ABBA in Australia. During the time this album was to be released, ABBA did a tour in Australia, which was one of the most memorial tours of all times. And here we are. These are some of the pictures, and as usual, it's a lyric booklet with the history of the album and the credits and many more. Pretty interesting. So, ABBA the album. Wonderful album. As you can see, the CD of the album is right here. You can see it clearly. "1979, Voulez-Vous." So in the year 1978, ABBA decided to take a break, and it is unfortunate that during this time, the two members of ABBA, Agneta Folskog and Björn Ulvaeus, had decided to go separate ways. In 1978, in Christmas, they decided that it was time to go separate ways. So during this album, it was also a little bit of a sad time. But at the same time, Agneta and Björn decided to put all the differences aside and said that they will do ABBA, despite the divorce of the group in 1979. This album was more of a disco pop mix type of album, because during that time, from what I remember, from what I read, it was, if I should say, disco was very popular at that time, so they decided to make a type of a disco mix for this album. And it was actually this year, 1979, that ABBA embarked on ABBA the Tour, where they visited almost all countries worldwide. Okay, so without any further ado delay, let's unbox it. Possibly it's a sticker, but let's just see how we can pull this baby through. Finally got this baby out. As usual, as you can see, the CD, and obviously comes with a booklet, which I'm assuming once again is the history of the albums. Then it's obviously, as you can see, history of the album, then the lyrics and some of the pictures. Some might just include in ABBA Tour. Okay, so without due delay, let's go into the tracks. As Good as New, Voulez-Vous, love the title track. I Have a Dream, Angel Eyes, both love both of them. King Has Lost Its Crown, Does Your Mother Know, Instant Hit, If It Wasn't for the Night. I like the Christmas one, version show, Mike Yaward show. Chiquitita, brilliant song, was actually used at the UNICEF concert in 1979 to raise funds. Lovers, Live a Little Longer, Kisses of Fire, okay song. Summer Night City, Love Light, Gimme Gimme a Man After Midnight, love that song, disco. In fact, Madonna sampled Gimme 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 and used it in one of her songs, not to show which one. But yeah, Voulez-Vous, 1979. 1980, Super Trouper. As you can see, during this time, Agneta, Björn, their divorce had been finalized. It had been filed and went through. And it was towards the end of the year of 1980, after the release of this album, that Benny Andersson and Annie Frid Lyngstad's marriage also went into a little bit of a fudge. And they broke up after the release of this album, one of the two. But without any further delays, ABBA Super Trouper. And here we have it again, the CD, and yet another booklet with once again the history and of the album, and obviously some of the pictures of ABBA during the time which they were doing this album. Here we are, pictures. You can see properly. Some of the hits on this album are Lay All Your Love on Me, The Winner Takes It All, Super Trouper. So let's get into the track list. Super Trouper, The Winner Takes It All, brilliant. On and On and On, Andante Andante, brilliant. Me and I, Happy New Year, cool song actually. Every single New Year I think this is a norm song to play. Our Last Summer, brilliant. The Piper, Lay All Your Love on Me, absolutely wonderful. Disco pop mix out type of song. The Way All Friends Do was in fact not necessarily released as a studio type of song, but also a concert type song. During this time, ABBA just finished their tour and they received a great love from the Wembley Arena, and so the song The Way All Friends Do was only sung up there. And so they mixed up the concert and the studio version and put like a type of concert type of version of the song. Elaine, put on your white sombrero. Super Trouper. Brilliant. And this is the last ABBA album, The Visitors. During this time, Benny Andersson and Annie Friedlingstad's divorce had been filed, and all four members of ABBA, they had a split up, if I should say, in their personal life. But they still continued with ABBA. They decided that they'll continue with ABBA because the group still has to go on, and fans were very, very demanding that ABBA continue. So it was very, very powerful of ABBA to continue despite, you know, the two divorces in the group. And yeah, so this is ABBA The Visitors. This was the last album released by ABBA. So yeah, some of the tracks include The Visitors, Head Over Heels, love that song, When All Is Said and Done, and Soldiers, I Let the Music Speak, One of Us, Two for the Price of One, Slipping Through My Fingers, Like an Angel Passing Through My Room. The bonus tracks include Should I Laugh or Cry, The Day Before You Came, Cassandra, and Under Attack. One of Us was written to entail the end of a love story and the pain of the divorces in the two group, which was Agneta Bjorn, who were married and divorced, and Benny and Annie Fried, who were also married and got divorced. So One of Us was written for that. Just by the way mentioned, The Winner Takes It All was written about the pain of the divorce between Agneta Forsskog and Bjorn Ulvaeus. When All Is Said and Done, which is in this album, was written for the pain of divorce between Annie Friedlingstad and Benny Andersson. So yeah. Without any further delay, let's unbox this little baby. And it's also one of my favorite albums. As you can see, once again, this is the CD and this is the back. And let's see what's in this booklet. This is the booklet. And as you can see, this first picture you can see over here was at the Dick Cavett show in 1981. At the German show. Lyric booklet, history booklet, and credits booklet, in the sense that it's got the history about the album, the lyrics of the songs in the album, and who were the people who made the album. Oh. So, ABBA The Visitors. This is ABBA The Visitors. So this was in fact ABBA's last album until 36 years later when ABBA reunite. In fact, ABBA announced that they are going to be reuniting and producing new material. So everybody who's a fan of ABBA know that ABBA's reunited. They've made new material which is hopefully to be released. Hopefully by this year. We're just hoping. With our current pandemic, we don't know what's going to be released this year or what's not going to be released. So this was their last ABBA album. Okay, so those were the 8 ABBA albums. The Jon Astley remasters. I haven't really heard them properly, but I'm hoping that they will be a good sound. If you like this video, kindly give a good subscribe, good like, and make sure to stay tuned for more videos, because in the next video I'm going to be unboxing the solo albums of Agneta Forsskog and Annie Friedlingstad, the 2 lead vocals of this album, of all the ABBA albums. Thank you very much and have a great time.